Walker gets his groove back, working with a stacked defense and shaking up the training camp routine. I'm Amie Wells, and this is Titans Today, fueled by Gatorade. The Titans hit the fields here at St. Thomas Sports Park for a final day of preparation before the big scrimmage at Nissan Stadium. While routine and consistency are a valuable part of training camp, it's also important to keep things fresh. And some game day energy might just be what the doctor ordered.
It should be exciting, man, getting to the stadium and the game day atmosphere, you know, just being around your guys and competing. So, I mean, it's like a little preseason game.
One player excited to be back on the field at Nissan Stadium is tight end Delanie Walker. He says that while it feels good to be back with the guys, he's still working to get back to his pre-injury self.
Feel good. I'm not gonna lie. You know, I feel it. I can feel it, but that's part of camp. You know, is getting the groove back. I'm just excited to be able to be out here with these guys, man. It's a blessing. I still feel like I still got a little bit more weeks to go to get back into my old self. But at the end of the day, that's all you can look for is to get better, get ready for week 1.
The Titans defense is also grinding through the dog days of camp. NFL Network and Titans preseason play-by-play announcer Dan Hellie says that one of the greatest assets of this Titans D is their depth.
I don't want to say stacked, but they are pretty close to being stacked. And they're really strong up the middle, and they have guys on the outside who can get to the quarterback, and they have corners who can cover.
I'm now joined by defense expert himself, Titans radio color analyst Dave McGinnis, better known as Coach Mac. Mac, lots of questions about this Titans defense going into camp, but here's just a couple that we have for you. The Titans defense has had a lot of success under Dean Pees' scheme. Do you think that that is sustainable, that amount of success in year 2?
It's not only sustainable, Amy, I think they can build upon it. And that's what comes with when you have a multiple defense as a coordinator that you're calling. Really, when you put it in your first year, you're just touching the surface of what you can do. If you can keep your players back together from that first year that you do that, the things that you can do, the multiplicity of the fronts that you can run, and plus put those in with the combination coverages you can do in the back, there's so many more things you can do with it, but it's not something you can just do in 1 year. This type of defense needs to sustain itself by being built upon itself year after year. This second year should be even better.
The Titans had some big-name players retire over the offseason, Brian Orakpo, Derek Morgan, just to name some. What do some of the younger guys need to do to step up and fill their shoes?
Harold Landry needs to, he needs to make a jump. He needs to make a jump his second year. He's a tremendously flexible athlete on the edge, but flexibility and speed rusher, that is only one element of a game. He's gotten stronger. He's got more power this year. And that speed to power or power to speed move that he will now be able to incorporate, that's incredibly important. He needs to learn how to put the guy that he's on an island and then work that guy. And you only learn that with experience, okay? Cameron Wake has all the experience in the world. This guy's going to be a big get, not only for what he can do helping this football team just production-wise, but what he can help these younger players do. And also, Sharif Finch is going to step up and do something for us. And then one more, then we'll go on to your next question. Rashaan Evans, now that he is pretty well settled in the middle, understands where his eyes are, what he needs to be looking at, now Dean can use him as another element.
The team is getting ready for their scrimmage tomorrow at Nissan Stadium. How helpful is a scrimmage like that going to be in their preparation as they get closer and closer to the first preseason?
It adds a little more bump to your practice, and it adds a little more juice. And what he's done, he's let the team divide themselves up. And so what you'll be doing, Amy, is now you will be working with somebody that you haven't worked with a lot in practice. In other words, you'll have first unit guys working alongside third unit guys, which happens during a ball game. If you have to go in immediately and perform in a ball game, it happens like that. That's what they are doing now. I like what he's doing. He gave them today without pads on. They've got rest until 6 o'clock tomorrow. And so it should be a very, very good practice. It'll have a lot of energy. And plus, there will be a lot that they can get out of this practice.
Coach Mack, it's always a pleasure to have you here. We'll see you tomorrow at Nissan Stadium.
I'll be there, Amy.
All right. The Titans are on the field at Nissan Stadium tomorrow for a scrimmage at 6 o'clock p.m. All fans are invited to attend and participate in the entire kickoff party, which includes a concert by Jake Owen, player autographs, and fireworks. Admission is free of charge, as is parking, but if you plan on attending, please be advised that there are road closures due to construction. Please be aware and use alternate routes. For more information, go to titansonline.com. I'm Amie Wells, and this is Titans Today, fueled by Gatorade.